There was a period in which I was obsessed with archery, despite never having used a bow and arrow in my life. I thought that the best way to dip my toes into this new obsession would be by carving my own bow from a stick I found outside. Now, I had done some research into which kinds of trees made for the best bows, and I was like 75% sure the branch I found was one of those trees. What took place after was a 6-hour day of sanding a stick while listening to Suburbs by Arcade Fire on loop. There isn't much to say about those 6 hours, other than I got a metric ton of sawdust everywhere. Regardless, I was happy with the progress I made. Where the stick was once a 2 out of 10 on the resembles a bow scale, it was now closer to a 4 out of 10. Later that week, I had my partner at the time over. We were hanging out in my room when suddenly, the biggest wasp I'd ever seen flies into view. Now this wasp showed up looking like a gosh darn anime villain, with a bright red body, black wings, and long, dangling legs. My partner at the time takes action, grabs the nearest weapon, my bow, and swings it like they're about to drive this wasp straight into hell. But alas, the wasp, ever a sly trickster, was flying right over my metal bed frame, which the bow promptly made contact with, snapping it in half. While my bow did not survive the struggle, the wasp was a picture of health, but not for long, as I grabbed a book and the wasp was finally killed by fine literature. And thus, the great wasp battle concluded, but not without its casualties, the loss of my bow, and my recent obsession with archery.